fans vote the greatest boxer of all time and have Manny "Pac-Man" Pacquiao winning a landslide over Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Roberto Duran, and Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. They have Manny Pacquiao with 79% and the great Muhammad Ali at only 10%. Stay tuned, coming up next.
Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, there was a fan poll put up on YouTube and social media and asked the boxing fans, who do they think is the greatest boxer of all time? 34,000 votes came in, and you wouldn't believe the staggering amount of votes that Manny Pacquiao received over Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., and Roberto Duran. Manny Pacquiao came in at a staggering 79%. Floyd Mayweather came in at 6%. Muhammad Ali came in at 10%. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and Roberto Duran came at 4% and 1%, which I don't really truly consider because I don't think either of them should be in the conversation as the greatest boxer of all time. Great boxers, but not the greatest of all time. And it's preference. But, you know, just the accomplishments alone disqualifies Chavez and Duran, in my opinion, right? But to say that Manny Pacquiao is a staggering 79% over Muhammad Ali at 10% and Floyd Mayweather at 6%, and Floyd Mayweather defeated Manny Pacquiao already, easily. Why? Because of the excuses that fans and, boxing pundits and reporters come up with in defense of Manny Pacquiao as to why he didn't perform, instead of giving Floyd Mayweather the credit he so deserved for just nullifying anything Manny Pacquiao did great and making Manny Pacquiao look average, making Manny Pacquiao miss, right? So Floyd Mayweather can't get the credit for that. And the great Muhammad Ali, yes, Manny Pacquiao, 8 divisions, and that's never been done. He's the sole man in boxing that conquered 8 divisions. But Manny Pacquiao also fought a lot of catch weights. He never truly fought at 154. He fought Miguel Cotto at 144 instead of 147. He picked and chose who he fought at the proper weights, right? And yet nobody brings that up when discussing this. Yet nobody talks about, him saying that he had tore his rotator cuff in his right shoulder 3 weeks prior to the fight and chose to continue with the fight. Mentioned no word of it all the way until the fight was over, and that's decided that the reason why he lost, right? Supposedly had surgery and then let the salt water healing instead of doing rehab. Anybody knows anything about sports and a torn rotator cuff, that's not gonna cut it. Point blank and period. The buck ends there, right? It's no need to even delve into this, right? With that said, Manny Pacquiao was nullified in the fight with Floyd Mayweather. He was knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez. He fought Marquez 4 fights, 3 out of 4. Marquez could have easily won. He lost to Eric Morales, right? He was knocked out twice early in his career. No slight to Manny Pacquiao because he had a hell of a career. But to say he's better than Muhammad Ali is a far stretch. And to say it's a landslide, not even close, is even further of a stretch, right? I knew the win over Keith Thurman was going to resurrect all of these Manny Pacquiao fans that just are ridiculous. And, listen, it's great to be a fan of a boxer, but delusion is a whole nother aspect of being a fan, right? And a lot of these Manny Pacquiao fans are delusional. Manny Pacquiao doesn't even believe what he says. Look at his face when he says that he was injured He doesn't believe it. He's just going along with the story at hand, right? Freddie Roach doesn't believe it. Freddie Roach at first said he didn't know anything about it. Then he came back and said he did know something about it. Freddie Roach knows that Manny Pacquiao is just outclassed. At this point in time, they're just looking to get a rematch and try to save face, because they did all that talking, all that buildup. Floyd Mayweather was scared of Manny Pacquiao. The fans were saying he was scared. Boxing pundits, reporters, ESPN. It was a whole agenda against Floyd Mayweather, right? And so he gets in the ring, and Floyd Mayweather completely outclasses him, nullifies anything he does good outside of one punch he landed in the fight, which everybody keeps citing to and saying, well, see, he couldn't throw that punch, which was the left hand. But then they keep saying he couldn't throw that punch because he was injured, but he injured his right shoulder, not his left. His best punch in his career is his left, not his right. Now, don't get me wrong, you need two hands in the sport of boxing, but his greatest punch is his left hand. Nobody confuses his right hand with his left hand. When you think Manny Pacquiao, you think of a straight right hand. Straight left hand, excuse me. Now, at points in time, he did develop a right hook. He does flick out the jab in order to get on the inside, the right jab. But still, in all, the end of the day, you know, his biggest weapon is his straight left hand. Point blank and period, right? I know people are going to say, well, he dropped Keith Thurman with the right hand. Well, Keith Thurman was moving backwards, was squared up, standing straight up, and got caught off balance and fell. He wasn't visibly hurt when he got dropped. He actually laughed. He got straight up. He didn't wobble. He wasn't staggered. And he actually landed some big bombs on Manny Pacquiao in that very same round. Now, don't get me wrong. I definitely believe that Manny Pacquiao won that fight very clear. It was no doubt in my mind that Manny Pacquiao won the fight. But I knew as soon as he won that fight, and it was somebody credible, that, you know, the delusion was going to start to pour in. And right on cue, here it comes, the stampede of delusion, the avalanche of delusion. It's just going to continue to pour and get bigger and bigger until he fights Floyd Mayweather again in the rematch. Floyd Mayweather outclassed him in the rematch, and Floyd Mayweather's older than him, 2 to 3 years older than him, right? And he outclassed him, but it's not accepted. The fans can't accept it. Guys like Skip Bayless on Undisputed can't accept it. And so they go ahead and they make up all these excuses, and they just, you know, take it and run with it. Bottom line. And to say that it's a landslide, he's better than Muhammad Ali, is outrageous, to say the least. It's disrespectful. You understand? Muhammad Ali was a heavyweight, and Muhammad Ali, you know, wasn't able to go up and down weight classes. But Muhammad Ali fought the best of the best. Muhammad Ali opened the door for so many of these fighters. Muhammad Ali did the unthinkable, beating George Foreman when he was so much of a underdog, it wasn't even funny. When is the last time Manny Pacquiao was in a fight that he was a huge underdog? Outside of the Mayweather fight. I'll wait. Keith Thurman fight, he was the favorite. Majority of his fights, he was the favorite. Maybe the Oscar De La Hoya fight, because, you know, it was his first time moving up, and most people thought that it was insanity that he would go up and try to challenge Oscar De La Hoya coming up from such low weight classes, right? But at that point in time, Oscar De La Hoya was nowhere near the same fighter he was in his prime. Not even close. Not even close. So yeah, I give him credit for doing so because he moved up in weight. But he also moved up in weight, and he drained Oscar De La Hoya to a weight that Oscar De La Hoya hadn't been to in years. He fought Miguel Cotto at 144 pounds, which was a catch weight, instead of fighting him at his full weight. He fought Antonio Margarito, which they claim he won the 54 belt, but that was at 150 pounds, right? You know, these are the things that Manny Pacquiao did in and through his career. And I know people are going to say, well, he's a little guy, so he had to, well, guess what? If you have excuses, then don't do it. I know people are going to say, well, he's a little guy. Well, he didn't fight Keith Thurman at 144 pounds. He fought Keith Thurman at 147 pounds. Oh, and I guess now people are going to say, well, he grew into the weight, right? Well, by the time he fought Miguel Cotto, he should have grew into the weight. Period. Okay? Juan Manuel Marquez didn't fight anybody at catch weights. It's not what he did. Okay? So the bottom line is you can't accept that he got outclassed by Floyd Mayweather, and here come the avalanche and the stampede of delusion. Now he's winning. He's the best fighter of all time over Floyd Mayweather and guys like Muhammad Ali, who are road pavers, right? They graders. You know, they carved out the lane for Manny Pacquiao to get in. And Muhammad Ali, like I said, was the huge underdog, and he lost a huge chunk of his prime to politics. But nobody cites that, right? Nobody recognizes that. Amazing, isn't it? Prisoners of the moment. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. Fans choose and vote on who's the greatest fighter of all time after the Keith Thurman-Manny Pacquiao fight. And fans choose Manny Pacquiao 79%, 6% to Floyd Mayweather, 10% to Muhammad Ali. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Blue